Are you ready?
Welcome to Surgical Gratitude. Our co-hosts will be in shortly, but we got Brother D on here. What's going on, my brother? What's going on, Brother D?
What up? What up, man?
What up? I got my co-pilot over here, Miss E over here. She next to me.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey, D.
Do you hear? Hello? Can
Hello.
anybody hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Erica
It's
was
kind of
speaking to she was speaking to you. Can you hear me?
none. Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, he probably couldn't hear. We got a little technical difficulties, but we'll be back in the house. I hope everybody's well. Hey, Frankie and Johnny. Hey, Casey. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for holding down the chat. My sister. I hope everybody is well. Let's see. There you go. He coming on back. Hold on. Can you hear me now, D?
There you go. I hear you, man.
All right,
There you
man.
go. I hear you clear. At first, I couldn't hear nothing, man.
Oh, man. I say, oh, E sitting right next to me, man. She said hello to you.
Hey, what up, E? What's going on? How was your day? I hope it was golden.
Always trying to make it
Already. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So look here, man. I was coming across a topic, man, and it said, "What can we do to put value back in relationships and marriages, bro?" I changed it up, man, because it's just, and it feeds back into what we discussed and what we was gonna talk about, man. But I just think
Hmm.
I think the value of relationships and marriages has kind of gotten a little thing. People don't put the value back and don't even try to put the time into their relationships to make it work, and their marriage. They're ready to walk away much easier than they are to actually stick with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially if it's something that's worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna have their problems, the issues. It's just, I guess, the end result is how do you resolve those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's,
I don't
I
know,
think.
man. It's about holding your strength, man. You know, going through the fire, man, to get what you want out of it. Especially if you love that person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I said, man, just, and I think it starts with us, man, as men. Um, I mean, yeah, I know we are only human and we can only take so much, but we had to get ourselves together, before we can actually to lead. You know what I'm saying? We can't be straddling the fence and call ourselves a leader and the head of our households. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
these are the things that we have to strengthen ourselves. And first, we go to the Father, man, and prepare us to take on whatever any diversity that our family might go through. You know what I'm saying? Not diversity. I'm sorry, adversities. I'm sorry. That our family might go through, man. So we have to, ask for that strength because nothing's going to be peachy at all times, and there's going to be at times that that you might have to get into a disagreement and everybody get heated, but you got to know when to hold, like that song said, know when to hold and when to fold, you know.
Know when to hold up. Know when to fold up.
Know when to run. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, it's just like little things like that, man, that we have to do. But I mean, how could you want your wife to be submissive when you can't be submissive to the Lord? You know what I'm saying? That's where it
Mm.
starts. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect something. We as we as we go around our children and we lead by example, we also have to lead by example to our family. And when we learn those things and we take in them things, that's what happens as strengthening us, as making us stronger men. you know what I mean, stronger leaders, because honestly, you know, it's a lot of people depend on man in general in a certain sense, you know what I'm saying? As your household, as you're a protector, you know, you have to be comforter, you know what I'm saying? Because if your if children come to you, don't care if they're biologically yours or not, or if your child, or if your wife come to you, you know, you got to be there to be there. She might have a bad day at work. Do you add fuel to the fire, or do you try to comfort her to make her feel better of her day? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it starts with us. I'm not saying that some women can't do better on their part, but it starts with us, because we are held accountable, man, for our actions when it comes to society, and first and foremost, by our Father. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be strengthened and stand up as a man, you know what I mean? And not, you know, women, and I always say, women don't want to hear men, you know, when you have valid things, it's a way that you can address it. Like you said, your favorite word, your deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Your deliverance is a key when it comes to those type of things, man. I mean, and I truly believe in that.
You gotta watch how you talk to me, because I turn to a sassy bitch.
What you say? What you say? Oh God, that is damn funny, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, still can't get over it. But yeah, man, it's like, because you know, you start with friendships. And you know, I think honestly, man, I think in my personal opinion, man, I think a lot of people don't wait to be friends prior to being in relationships and marriages. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying it's not a way. You could be a friend, you could be a husband or a wife immediately. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, look at that. Who we got? Brother Chris.
Oh shit.
Hey, what's up, brother? I'm still eating. I'll be listening in though.
Man,
Okay,
what you eating on? What you eating on there? What's on your plate?
Oh, at this, what's this barbecue place called? HR, what's this called? Babe? Oh, Harris County Smokehouse.
Man, let's see if it's good on a scale of 9 to 10.
All right.
Show me a rib. I want to see a rib.
One rib. How much is one rib?
One rib.
One burger hard one.
Forget the cup, just pour it in my hand for a dime.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. But you know, but I mean, would you agree with that though, man? I was thinking a lot of people don't wait to even be friends at first, man. You know, because it's no steps to relationships. It ain't like you say you got to be, you know, you meet a person, you marry a person. But a person, and I think sometimes that happens, and I think really in today's times, because of the simple fact they don't get to know each other. You know, do you know, it's like simple things. Do you know your one of the other's favorite color? Do you know their favorite food? Do you know you don't know my favorite color? Whatever. This one over here talking about, I don't know your favorite color. Listen to her, man. Look how she acting. Man, look, you making me look bad now.
Uh-oh.
She making me look bad, man. But yeah.
I got bad memory. Just talk to memory.
Hey, at least you being honest.
My mind, that's what it is. But yeah, man. But it's just like I said, you know, friendships plays a big part in knowing people, because it's like things that you know will make them click and tick. You know what I mean? And it's just I think that's one start of the foundation. Then you know you go into relationships. When you start in your relationships, you know you still learning each other. You know what I'm saying? Because when you know that person, it's like, you know, we saw certain things like, you know, how comfortable you're around your boyfriend, girlfriend, or your friend, or whatever the case may be. You know, how comfortable are you around that person? Because then you go to the next level when, you know, you decide, hey, look, I want to be with that person for the rest of my life. I want this person to be my husband. I want that person to be my wife. You get what I'm saying? So I think those things have started it started the foundation of what it is. But like I said, but I think the value has left due to people not getting to know each other. People ready to walk away. They're not willing to fight for something that they love. You know what I mean? But if you know, it's just like it's like you can get another job, you can get another car, but you know, when you with a person and you love them, man, it's like it takes a part of you away when you lose that person. You know, due to something that you probably could have worked through. You know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes we have to, you know, take a step back and understand where we at in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, do you take time to sit down and discuss these type of things? Do you sit down and discuss things, or do you just rah at each other all day? You know what I'm saying? Or somebody walk around slamming doors, or do somebody walk around being upset and you know, don't care if you eat, you know, don't care if you be safe or whatever. You know, those little small things that can change a person. Like, say for instance, if regardless of how mad you are, you might say it in a bad way, you know, you hungry, you know what I'm saying? But that's still a part of showing that you care. You know what I'm saying? So because you're mad, do you sit back and just not care if that person eat? Do you not care for their safety? Do you not care if they, you know, you see something, if they're in harm's way? You know, it's a lot of things that goes on that plays its part. And a lot of people get so mad where they just forget about the value of their relationship or their marriage.
Right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think that they got away from it. And again, something that you stated before a while back, man, I think social media and reality TV has played a part in that, man.
Yeah, because there's guys.
It definitely has, man. I mean, people invent themselves and just feel that they could just say whatever they want to and carry themselves however they want in front of people or who they with.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's and you know, a sense of respect also. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like I said, you wouldn't dare do something like that. You know, I mean, like you said, certain things. Like we talked about this a few sessions back when we say, when you go out to situations, do you know what I'm saying? If you need to address something, you know, either you go forward with the engagement that you're at, and then you come back and you say, okay, now we could talk about it later. But then, you know, don't bring that out. You remember how you used to say back in the day, man, when they used to say, what goes on in my house, you don't tell nobody else. What goes on in my house, you don't go and discuss it with nobody else. Well, that's the old school value that people have put in there. You know what I'm saying? Have put in there. But in reality, you know what I'm saying, that's the way it should be in your marriage. Or, you know, if you have disagreements, nobody else need to know what's going on in your house. But now you got social media, you got, you know what I'm saying, these chats and all this other stuff where you putting your business out there, you know. Well, me and my wife fighting and we doing this, or me and my husband fighting and XYZ, and you putting all your business out there, but then not even a couple of days later, y'all hugged up on it. Well, guess what? It don't even matter if that's the case, because that's who you are. But honestly, you constantly doing this over and over. So people, there again, to me, the value has left, because now you're not even looking at that as being so, you know, that could be disrupted, because now everybody got an opinion about what's going on in your marriage, because, you know, you got your friends, she got her friends. Now your friends being on your side, her friends being on her side. Now it's one big whole mess. You see what I'm saying? But if you never would have put it on social media or discussed those type of things with other people, then you probably could have discussed it without all that outside interference. You see what I'm saying? So that plays a big part too, man. You know, I see so many people put their business. That's your page. That's what you do. But at the same token, everybody don't need to know your business. So to me, that brings value back to that, because whatever going on in your house should stay in your house. You know, so that those are the type of things that I see that people can do better that can probably continue, putting that value back in their relationship. Doing things together, doing certain things that what you used to do, rekindling those type of things can put value back in your relationship, in your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even sometimes you might need a getaway, because if everybody looking at four walls and all you doing is paying bills, at some point, that get tiresome. So now you have to do something outside of paying bills in order to, it's something doing something for you guys, for you and your wife, or your wife and your husband, however you want to look at it. You see what I'm saying? You got to start doing things for y'all, because if not, sometimes all those type of things start to now you at ends, you bumping heads, because all you doing is hearing, well, we got to pay this, we got to pay that, we got to do this, we got to do that. In which, we all have bills, but sometimes you have to take time out for y'all selves. Just like we say, you got to have that date night. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that Netflix and chill. You got to have those type of things. I don't think in no relationship, in relationships or marriage, should never stop dating.
Hell no.
Stop dating. You should never stop dating. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing of it is dating don't always consist of spending a bunch of money. You can go out and go sit on your patio and put a candlelight right there. You can sit down and watch a movie. You can, take a walk down around the corner on the street or whatever.
Y'all can role play too.
No, but what we used to do, what we still do when it get cooler, or if it's a cool night, what we do, we cook and we eat outside under my lights outside, under my little patio light. We did that number of times. Or we have a projector screen with a projector, and we'll watch a movie outside. We used to do that. Man. Every summer for at least 2 or 3 times in the summer. We used to do that. But that's something you should do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I believe, in my opinion, that no relationship or marriage should ever stop dating. Ever. It's what you did when you first started. You keep doing that. Like I said, it don't always consist of a bunch of money. Like you said, you go cook out the thing. You can go walk at the park. In our case, we here at the beach. We at the beaches, so we can go sit out by the beach. You know what I mean? It don't take a lot of money, but a few dollars and some gas. You know what I mean?
If not, we can just keep our broke ass at home.
Yeah, man. But yeah, those are the things I think that helps when you're trying to keep value, and like I said, put back the value, but also keep the value of your relationship.
And I ain't gonna lie too, as far as keeping that value, I think if you just really be open and honest with the person that you land with and waking up with every damn day, I think that it'll help out too. Even if it don't work in your favor, at least you know like you told me, big bro, you did it with an open heart. That's an automatic win by default. I mean, that sounds so just honest. It sounds clear. You know what I'm saying? So just with that being said, whatever it is that you're dealing with, because I know sometimes it's hard to talk about things. You don't have the right word or the right setting, to express the way that you feeling, because you want it to be, like I always say, a deliverance, man. It's got to be right the way you trying to deliver something. And man, I'm gonna tell your ass, man, it's hard, man, but it has to be done. Whatever it is you got to do, even if it can't come out perfect, man, you got to get it out the best way you can, so y'all can understand each other, man.
I think when some of us are angry, women or men, I think we don't take time to regroup or actually think about it before we say it. Because when you're angry, you want to address it. You want to talk about it right now. But sometimes you still could get your point across without saying it in an angry way.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Because if you start a spark, then I'm gonna just add gas to the bitch.
But how do you do that? How you do that without getting angry?
What up, Strick? What up?
What up, Strick?
Hey, how y'all doing?
No, I'm just saying, but
wait a minute. Now ask that question again, Chris. Say it again.
That's it. How do you approach that without matching anger to anger?
And you know how we talked about, Chris, when say there's a time and a place for everything, right?
Yeah.
So that means when if you could deliver something, it can almost seem a little aggressive, or not saying you particularly, but I'm just talking in general. If you might seem like you are a little aggressive, or it might be a little bit more aggressive, or it's something that's you're real mad about. Sometimes you have to take a step back, cool off, get the same mind, and then approach the situation and then discuss it. Because not always times that, because like I said, because it might come off wrong, and I know you want to get your point across, but sometimes you can't always rah about something to get your point across. Sometimes you have to sit back and take a step back and say, "Hey, man, wait a minute. Let me not come at it like this, because it might sound wrong, it might come off wrong. So let me regroup. If you got to walk outside, if you got to walk down the street, if you got to go jump in the car and drive around for a second, you have to regroup, because sometimes it can make the situation even worse, regardless if it's bad or not. But sometimes you have to regroup and then, like I said, sometimes redirect that energy that you're about to have and try to turn it into a positive, but with a cool head, if that kind of makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Because you could come out and that's to anybody. You could talk to somebody, man, and it's like that might be who you are, or you like to express yourself in that way. But sometimes when you still keep getting the same reaction, I used to tell D all this all the time. I said, sometimes if one thing do not work and you get the same results, sometimes you have to try something different. So when you try something different, try that different approach, you might get a better result, because you know what's going to happen if you come with the regular way, and you're going to get the same result. You say it is, they say it is, you say it is, and now it's this big blowed out argument. So now, you know what I'm saying, you could say it in a way of approaching it and saying, hey, just say, if you say, I'm just saying hypothetically, I'm just saying you the man and you talking to your wife. You say, hey, well, baby, look, I noticed that, it was a certain situation that happened earlier, it kind of made me a little upset, you know what I'm saying? But I want to come to you and address it to you, and let this versus, baby, why would you do that? X, Y, Z, woo. You see what I'm saying? But the different approach would not only probably get a better result, but then now people are going to start looking at you different, because guess what? What happens in a lot of ways, if you approach a wife always the same way, or vice versa with the husband, to the wife to the husband, sometimes when they already expecting you, they already in defense mode, because when they come at you, they're in defense mode automatically. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're going automatically be in defense mode. So, but when you start addressing, she still might be in defense mode after you do it a couple times. But eventually, they're going to say, well, damn, I see a change. I see that person is not as angry as they was before. Well, maybe not now. It came to the point of, now I won't react. If you come at me this way, I'm going to give you a reaction in a different way also. Because guess what? Now things have changed, and now your communication has gotten stronger. Because now you're not arguing and fussing and cussing and doing all this other stuff. Now y'all actually sitting down talking about things in a calm manner. Because guess what? If you holler it 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, I don't see too many people raising their voice getting anything resolved. Because guess what happened? You go to bed mad, she go to bed mad, like whatever the case may be. Y'all might wake up, y'all might squash it, but then it might come up again. But then you at least can go to bed in a calm manner, know that y'all discuss it and you got something accomplished, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I found it. And I came from a hostile environment prior to my marriage now. You know what I'm saying? And it was very hostile. So that means I had to always be, as I always say, I had to always be the diffuser. And over here, I got a initiator, always initiating the argument, always initiating this, always initiating that. And I always got to say, okay, baby, it's okay, baby, but it's all right, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that gets old after a while because you're only a human being. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, what do y'all think about that? What you think about there, Mr. D?
Shit, man, everything you done said was just right on the money.
Hey man, we try to keep things, man, and share things, and these are just the things that I have learned in my marriage now. Like I said, me and Erica almost going 16 strong, man. And I think, man, I mean, for the most part, I mean, probably 99.8%, 99.9%, we have a fantastic, because nothing is perfect. You see what I'm saying? So, but these are the things that not only that I learned, but we both learned, because we both came out of a situation where hers was more physical and then mental, then mine was more mental and it became physical. You know what I'm saying? Not with me fighting, but it was a hostile environment. It was very toxic. You know what I'm saying? So when you start running into a different type of person, that's not about arguing and fussing and cussing each other out, degrading each other, and all these other type of things. It becomes second nature, where you don't have to worry about, or if I. It's like situations where you come to your wife, or you come one man comes to his wife and say, man, somebody say, hey man, I'll say, come on, D, let's go hang out, man. Oh no, man, I don't know, man. My wife gonna trip. Or I say, Chris, come on, man. Hey man, can you do this, man? Oh no, man, I ain't doing that, man. My wife gonna trip. Now I'm in a situation where I say, hey, baby, I say, hey, man, hey, Shaq, can you ask Erica, can you go hang out? Oh, yeah, man, shit. Hey, baby, I'm going to hang out. That's cool. Oh, yeah, baby, go ahead. And it don't be no pressure. It's almost like you go and ask your mama, can you go down the street? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to never feel that way. You want to feel comfortable enough where your significant other is trusting you and believing in you and knowing that, you know, all she care about or he care about is your safety. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's a good relationship. Not if you're going out there and do something wrong. Not if you're going out to go out there and cheat. None of that. It's all about, they want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to have fun. Hello? Anybody there? Anybody?
I'm here.
Oh, well, I know you cooking. I mean, you eating. So, what you say, brother Strickland? Big bro?
I'm just here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Strict.
Erica speaking to you, strict.
Hey, Erica. Hey, what's going on, D?
Yeah, man. But you know, that. What you think about that, brother Strict?
Man, when it comes to relationships, I'm definitely not the expert.
But you know what, though, man? But
I want to know how many of y'all know how to change a tire.
Is that a question?
Yeah, do you guys need it?
She's asked the question, and she has a reason behind it. And so she has a reason behind it.
I never cracked the window. I don't crack the window.
Somebody got to crack the window.
Somebody got to. So we gonna ask someone. Strick, you know how to change a tire. Chris know how to change a tire. D know how to change a tire. I know how to change a tire. But
how you know I know how to change a tire? I might not.
Man, get out of here, bro. Come on with all that, man. That's all right. I'm gonna ask the missus, man. I bet you she got a flat tire. I bet you gonna go get it.
Yeah, I know how to change a tire. Shit, I've been doing that since years ago.
But the reason she asked that, because tell them the situation, baby.
One of my coworkers, her car went flat. You know, the tire, and it was about late at night. And she was like, do you know how to change a tire? I said, I do, but I'm not going to do it. So you better call AAA or something. So these two men were checking in, standing there. And she asked them, one of them said, they don't know how to do that. I said, are you serious? Said, yeah. The other said, yeah, I do, but I don't think he knew how to do it. I just think he was trying to get cool points. But I just want to know, like, is there standards, like in your relationship and stuff, like to know what to do? Like for me, it's just like if you just can't change a tire or jump a battery, like what is the point can you do? You gotta help outside of that. Is it the same thing for men? Require women to?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is, not only did somebody didn't know how to change a tire, some gentleman had, I guess one of her coworkers' car had her car was a battery had went down, and these guys came there and she told him, "You know how to jump a car?" And the guy didn't even have a clue how to jump a car.
Wow.
And I'm like, those are basics, man. Grown men.
But if you've never been taught, you've never been taught. It's just
You got a lot of people who've been privileged, man, to where either they mother or father never showed them. You know, my mother showed me and my sister collectively how to change a tire, how to do this, how to even we didn't change our oil in the car, but we learned how to change the oil in the lawnmower and stuff like that. But you know, my sister never know how to do all that. But some women just don't know. Some men just don't know. Because I was jumping this guy. He was like, "What I do? You put this and that." I go, "You don't." And instantly I went like, "You don't know." But I was like, "Forget it. I'll just do it for you." You know, I wasn't even tripping like you didn't know. You know, he was like a mid-aged white guy, but I assumed he knew because he said he needed to jump, but he didn't know how to do the cables.
I mean,
so and we talking about it now, so that's weird.
Yeah, I get it that people probably not taught, man. But I just sit there and I can't change no transmission, but I sat there and watch somebody do. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do certain things, but hell, I just sat there and watch. So basically, I have the concept, even if I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, can anybody say that they never had a car that the battery didn't go dead? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody ain't never had a car that went dead. I mean,
hell yeah.
So that means you had to get a jump. So that means you sit there as a grown man and let somebody jump your car, and you looking like, I don't want to look like I don't know. It's just like we were talking about something about a man. If you get your car something go wrong with your car, you and your wife riding in the car. Are you going to sit there and watch your wife get out the car and go look under the hood, or are you going to get out and go investigate to see what's wrong, even if you don't know what's wrong? But you're not going to go out there and let her just go in the hood and you sit in the car. But I think today's times maybe some do that or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel that. I don't feel that you know. Sometimes you have to step up and try to do things, you know, or learn. I don't know how to I didn't know how to fix a lot of things, but I eventually had learned how to do it. You know what I mean?
I have an example, Shaq. What if like some people say they don't know how to change an air filter in not a car but in the house? Do people know how to do men know how to change the air filter? Or, you know, I'm just bringing up something because that's something I've known men who don't know how to do it. I was like, you don't know how to change the air filter? I was like, you know, Google. You know, some people don't even want to Google it. They just say they don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I can't now. People, I don't know what people's situations are, and I'm not the one to judge. But it's just certain things that I think you should want to have a clue about how to do versus not knowing at all, man. But I guess some people don't want to expand, you know, the basics. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, Tiffany changes my air filter.
Because see, my family. Let me tell you something. My family from the country. Most of my family from the country, and they'll tell you right now, you don't know how to do electrical or plumbing. They looking at you different. They call us city boys. Y'all city, man. Y'all know how to do all that. We do. So I took it upon myself as I got older to learn how to do plumbing. Well, I went to school for plumbing too. I know how to do some plumbing. I know how to do electrical. I can run a wire from here to there. I know how to do that.
Jack
know how
of
to
all
do that. I taught
trades,
myself
man.
that.
Jack of
Yeah, I
all
taught
trades.
myself that. Well, I taught my son and I taught my daughter ex-boyfriend how to do ceiling fan. My son could put a ceiling fan up himself. He can run a wire from the hot spot, go around, and when you want lights on the outside, I run this wire, go in the ground, do all that. He knows how to do all that. I taught him that to make sure you know. You know, my daughter, she looked, but but I was getting clowned because I didn't know how to do these things from my cousin that lived out, in the country. So I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna learn how to do it. So I learned.
And he ain't lying neither.
And my father-in-law taught me at 21 how to do that because he didn't grow up without a father, but he still knew it. I said, well, nobody showed me that part. And he showed me that, so I made sure I taught everybody. And I'm gonna get a chance to teach Dion that too. That way
Yeah,
he'll know how to do it.
for real, for
Whoever
real.
want to learn, whoever want to
Yeah,
learn,
yeah.
learn. Some
I
people
want to
don't want.
learn.
I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. You never
Nah, I
know.
want to learn. I want to learn.
You
For
never
real.
know.
Hey,
Because
let's
I
get
know.
a shout out, Sexy May. I see you, Sexy
Yeah.
May. How you doing?
You don't see the video?
Yeah, man. But like I said, though, man, it's just like I said. But yeah, I mean, and the one reason I want to bring, because I know, I'm sitting up here just thinking, man, a lot of times, I mean, you hear people discuss things about marriages, relationships, man. And I just think, and like I was saying before, Chris, and if anybody coming in late, that the value of
She
relationships.
didn't show me on my phone. She showed.
Yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, but I lost my train of thought. Look, I heard, I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, but people have lost the value of their relationship, man. And like I said, some don't want to fight, some don't want to, like you say, some people will say, "Oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that." You know what I mean? And all this other stuff. And it's like, you be quick to say what you won't do or don't want to do, but you want the one or the other to do what you want them to. And to me, I don't think it never should be a one-sided thing. It should always be, both sides. Yeah. So,
but it's always going to be that one-sided way because some people ain't gonna want to do with the other person. It shouldn't be, but it always is in a relationship. That's the word called compromise come into play.
There it is. That's what I'm saying. Compromise. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot of things that you as a man or a woman in the relationship or the marriage, well, it's like something that she might not want to do. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. My wife ain't gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. If it requires bugs and outside, she's not gonna do it. Now, I can get her to do anything else, but that right there, if it requires bugs in it, she's not gonna do it. She gonna tell me, "No, I'm not doing it, baby. I'm sorry." You know what I mean? She will apologize, but she gonna say, "I'm not gonna do it."
I got you, sis. I got you, sis. I'll spray the perimeter.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
She talking about they some devils. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but it's just like I told her. I said, "Well, yeah, hey, we gonna go out there and go with Tiffany and D, and we gonna go camping." She was like, "What?"
I told him he can go camping.
She talking about, "I'm gonna stay inside the building." She said, "I'm gonna stay in the building. I'm not going outside." You know what I mean? So, but yeah, but it's just for the most part, man. She'll sit there and we'll watch different things or like different shows and different stuff like that, and we start becoming, basically, understanding each other. You know what I'm saying, and enjoying each other regardless of what might go on or how my day might be and how her day may.
She's a fan of Law and Order.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Law and Order now. I mean, at first I didn't watch it, but now.
Oh Lord,
man!
That's what Tiffany watch every day. Tiffany watched it every day. Every day we watch Law and Order.
Ever.
Hey, man.
Every day we watch Law and Order. Every day we know all the episodes. I know all of them. Her ringtone has the dun 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 dun. I'd be like, shit.
Dun, 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 dun. No,
yeah.
Right. Ow, ow,
yeah,
ow,
like
ow.
Tiffany is like the biggest fan of this Law and Order, and it's like I know all the characters. I know everything. I know everything.
Sexy, man. Have a good day at work. Yeah.
No way,
have a good day at work.
I'm never gonna watch that show. Y'all gotta strap me in to watch something like that. That movie, I watch that's to me
It's
is
not a
like
movie. It's a TV
very
show. It's a
okay. It's
TV
like
show. It's pretty
I'd
good.
rather
It's a
watch New
TV
York
show.
Undercover. I'd rather
I
watch
like
New York
Undercover.
Undercover
Yeah, I grew up on
than that.
that.
I
Oh, but
grew up on New
that's
York
a bro. Yeah,
Undercover.
you grew up on that, man. But
Okay, but my wife don't like to watch foreign movies. Like we watch foreign movies together. Some of them are good, but she say when you subscribe to like BritBox and Australian channel and all these Spanish with subtitles, she's like, you really like it? I said, but I've been liking these movies since 7th grade. I just like foreign movies. That's my thing.
I ain't gonna lie to
Going
you,
to a
Chris.
foreign film fair, that's me.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, you exotic. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got
Because
you.
I swear, because I've seen a couple of foreign movies. One of them I did like because it was on some gangster shit. I'm gonna be real, but a lot of that other
What's it
shit,
called?
man, some of that stuff I couldn't understand. I couldn't relate because
Put that out, Dion. What's it called?
I gotta find it. I ain't gonna lie, I
It's a
gotta
3-hour
find it.
Brazilian film, and it's true life stories
Nah,
about
this
the
one ain't.
favela.
No, this one ain't 3 hours. I could tell you it's not 3 hours.
I can't think of
But
the name right now.
I could find it for you because it's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. It's foreign though, but it ain't no 3 hours.
So Chris, you said that. So your wife sit there and watch those type of movies with you, right?
Yeah, she was, but we watched the movie, but our thing has always been gangster.
Man, shout
film.
out to the net,
Anything
man.
gangster.
Shout out to the net.
Anything gangster. We love our gangster film. We love our mafia film. You know, that's our thing. We love mafia and scary movies. That's our thing. Mafia and scary movies.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. But you have something that y'all have a liking together and y'all compromise. That's what I'm saying.
We clicked with Goodfellas. Goodfellas are one of our favorites.
Which one? Goodfellas.
Godfather,
Oh yeah, I love Goodfellas.
Bronx Tale. I can name them all. I got even hood ones. Hoodlum.
Man, Bronx Tale. That's like top 5. Bronx Tales.
What other one we like? New Jack City, Hoodlum. What other?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other one. With Denzel Washington.
When Denzel, what's the movie he played?
What's that movie with Denzel he played?
The one that. American Gangster. Oh, that's my movie there, bro.
Yeah.
That's our movie.
American Gangster, American Me, Blood In, Blood Out. Come on.
Oh, what? Oh, Bloody and Blood Out.
Blood In, Blood Out. That's a good ass movie, man. I like that movie. Now that movie was long.
I'm gonna go back to old school to Strict Days. I'm gonna go back to Strict Days. Bad Boys.
Oh, the Bad Boys, yeah.
Rick know about that.
Yeah. Hey man, but that's what I'm saying. But see that all the stuff that you named, everybody, going and watching it and compromising and sit back and just enjoy each other. Because like I said, it's really about enjoying each other's time, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's some things that you're gonna like, she ain't gonna like. Some things she gonna like, you ain't gonna like. But at the same time, you compromise enough to where you want to spend time with your significant other, man, or you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or if you dating, these are the things how you get to learning their likes and dislikes. And I think a lot of times, some of them don't even want to make time to even try to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what builds value and put value into your relationship and your marriage. That's just my opinion, but I just think that's what I mean. And I'm only basing it on my experience of what I know, that I don't have that stress where, man, I don't feel like going home because, man, she finna be tripping, or she, I don't want to go home because he gonna complain about something. That's not a good feeling, man. When you rather be at work than home, that's a problem. And the reason I say that because I've been there. I've been there, bro. I've been there, want to stay at work more than I want to go home. It's a joy for me. When Sunday come and I'm ready for Friday again, so me and my wife can relax and chill. And that brings, the togetherness and spending time with each other, man, because sometimes you could get so caught up in work and outside stuff, man, and you lose focus on what's, your marriage and your relationship, because you get so caught up in everything on the outside. Because we all gotta work, or we all gotta do some things, whatever. But everybody don't have 6 Saturdays and one Sunday, man. Everybody don't have them type of days. But you know what I'm saying, but that would be a great thing, but you know, but it's just like the thing. That's the thing I think that you know it can definitely bring some value back, man. I mean, would anybody like to elaborate on what we talking about, man? I mean, I'm just asking. Anybody?
It's about
He's
man.
about
I'll say something. Hold on. I thought I had my shit on mute. Yeah, damn, Popeye. Oh, it must be free chicken there or something at Popeye. It's a lot. Anyway, I say, yeah, it's a joy to, you know, the home is your safe haven. So no matter what going through, home is where your rest, your peace at. So if you don't want to come home because of such situation, then you need to get a divorce. You don't come home and hear this shit. No, I don't want to hear it. You might as well get a divorce.
Well,
you know,
you definitely
because home is your separate. Home is your peace.
Yeah. I mean, but that works on, but that, and you know, in the case, I mean, in all due respect, I mean, it works on both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because like I said, because when you say I do, it ain't just you say I do and the other one say I don't. You know, that ain't gonna work out. So it have to be, you know, it like I said, it's a unity. You know what I mean? It's you know you. It's a unity. But the thing about you gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have togetherness. You know, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, comfort, compassion, compromise. You know what I mean? Respect. Those are I think those are some of the keys to keep value and put value. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you wasn't respecting that person or respecting their wishes, you start understanding and say, you know what? I know I always say no to everything you want to do, but now, you know, I feel that I should say yes and compromise, you know, because sometimes you might do something. If you never tried, how do you know if you like it? Now, my wife wanted to go to Australia and pet on a Bengal tiger. I told her, nah, and that one gonna kind of be a hard problem for me. I don't know about petting no tiger now. I don't know about all that, man. But
no, man, my wife do the same thing. Let's go to the safari and let's go feed some goats. And I ain't with all the wild animal shit. I got a dog and 3 cats. That's the only animals I'm gonna feed. And they feed, and they'll feed out your hand. They feed in their pan. I ain't feeding no goats. I'll touch a cow. I do all that, but I ain't feeding no goats, no none of that. Let's go to the safari and roll our window down. Now I don't do all that either.
but you see what I'm saying? But
I won't do that.
No, she want to do it. She told me I want to go to Australia, go to the zoo. She want to hold a koala bear. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's certain thing.
I know what I would do is try to do anything underwater.
No, I ain't playing around with no underwater. No, I ain't doing no scuba diving. I ain't doing that.
Scuba diving?
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I'll do that.
Nothing.
I want to do skydiving.
That's what Tiffany want to do.
Oh no, I gotta stay on the ground.
No.
So what she want to do?
She want to do skydiving. She want to jump out of a plane. So, you know, I can't let this shit go over my head. I'm finna do it. I tell her she gonna jump out the plane. I'm gonna jump out that bitch high as a motherfucker already. And we gonna go, nigga. We gonna go. We gonna go. I'm telling him. I know I got a friend of mine. I got a friend of mine who did it already. He said the first couple times you go, you have to jump with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can, you know, I guess, get you molded in and train you and shit. And after so many jumps with somebody, you can go on your own.
Oh no.
Yeah, they don't let you just go by yourself out the gate. It's a lot of protocols and, you know, a lot of stuff they got to show you from, you know, what I was told.
And signing papers.
Yeah, you got to sign papers.
They are not responsible if you have a heart attack in the sky.
Man, I be done. They gonna be done let me down to the ground. I be done shit on myself everywhere.
Be shit falling before you get there.
I'm telling you.
Hey man, hold up. Speaking of that, you'll be looking like, remember Hancock with Will Smith when he threw that little boy all the way up in the sky, and the little boy came out. He was like, ah. That's how you look. That's how you
yeah.
You be
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But like I said though, man, you know, those are the things. But you know what I'm saying? But you willing, and that's awesome. She want to do it, you try now.
Mm.
But I'm you're on your own with that one. But anyway, but like I say, man, it's just like the little thing. It's sometimes it's the little things that counts, man, when it comes to building and keeping the value in your relationship, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk about their marriages and relationships and stuff like that, man. And it seems like you find out of 10, you might find 3 good ones, but then the other 7 is just horrible, man. You know what I mean? But that used to be a turnaround. Now, in there again, it goes back to the point probably people don't discuss their business when it was back in the day. But like I said, this social media has put it where people talk about stuff, man. I mean, put all their business out on the street, man. You know, who's screwing who, he did this, she did that, and all this other stuff. And I think that's horrible, man. You shouldn't have to go out there and put all your business out on those social media. Because not only the people that's in your area can see it, people from all over the world can see it. Because everybody on Facebook can be anywhere in the world. Twitter, Instagram, you could be all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you put your business, even though the people don't know you, but the point about it is just the point of you put your personal business out there. But then the very one that you putting your business out there trying to discredit the other person or talk about that person, guess what? Sometimes they could use that against you in any situation. Because they'll say, oh, well, I'm gonna tell you, girl, you know, if he get mad at you, he gonna put it on Facebook, he gonna put it on Instagram. Or girl, you know, he put, you know, she, vice versa, all that other stuff. So now you got now everybody think you the same way.
Because I heard somebody say, are they together? And it was like some skit like, are they together? Because they don't post nothing on Facebook. They say it ain't for me to post my relationship on Facebook.
No, that's
who know, and people who don't know, oh well.
Right. I mean, but you that's what I'm saying, you know, because sometimes you can have an issue and a problem and you put it on Facebook because guess what? Everybody got an opinion and everybody going to try to. And then sometimes when your mind is so fogged that sometimes you could see something multiple times and you start believing it now. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on for a minute.
Then you got some people who want to make it to where it's affirmation, like, okay, I'm going through this. I need somebody to make assurance of me. You know, like I'm going through divorce or I'm going through a marriage problem. I need somebody to come into me and make me assure that I'm good or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I just don't think that, like I said, me personally with that social media, I don't believe anybody should put their business on the street. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to know what's going on with you. But like I said, I've seen too many people that whatever you put on social media, they turn around and use that very thing against you when you say, oh, I'm good. Oh man, you put a couple days ago, you talking about you hate your wife and she all kind of B's and H's. You know what I mean? And that's how, because they don't want to see a good relationship. They don't want to see a good marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have a bad situation going on in their marriage or their relationship. Now all of a sudden they want yours to be bad too. So I don't, you know, that's why I said you can't put everything on social media. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna I think it's different if you have pictures or whatever. And you know what the thing about it is, whatever you put on your social media is your business. As no one can tell you what to do and what to put on your page. But don't get mad when many people have a lot to say about what's going on in your life with your marriage or your relationship. You know what I mean? You talk about them when they did. You talk about how good they are 1 minute, then you talk about they're a dirty dog. They ain't this, they ain't that. You know, that person a hoe, they this, they that, they that. Then now you know what I mean? And sometimes they feed on that because guess what? You can get vulnerable. And then when your vulnerability comes in, then a woman, sometimes men gonna be attacking it. Well, girl, if I was with you, I wouldn't be doing that to you. Or, you know what I mean? Or a woman might say, oh, you know what? If she don't treat you right, I will. You know what I mean? Now you got bigger problems. Because now whoever the man or the woman might think that you around there You out there on you know, and somebody DM talking to them because they come up there talking about what they'll do for you. You know, I just don't see you should be putting your business out on the street.
But you may not be doing nothing for nobody.
No. I ain't trying to be no Jody.
Huh?
I don't do the Jody thing. Jody, that'll get you hurt, boy. Get you killed.
So
You know?
Jody.
Yeah, man. Old Jody. Yeah, man. But like I said, these are the things that, man, I think that what we talked about, man, I think it keeps value and builds value in your relationship and your marriage, man. You know, I mean, first thing you have to put the higher power of God into it, man. And like you said, let him be the head of your life, then you move forward. You know, I think people, and you know what I think has left a lot of relationships, man, unconditional love, man.
Yeah.
You know, do men and women have unconditional love for one another? You know, care about their well-being. Do they care about, you know, if they sick, you know, be that through sickness and health? I mean, do you take your vows seriously? I don't think some people don't take it seriously. Chris, you outside?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm getting
okay.
gas.
I keep hearing some wind. That's why I'm like, what is that wind?
Yeah.
I wish we had some wind.
55, almost 60 miles. Yeah, but you right there, unconditional love and compromise and patience.
Patience is definitely something. Definitely.
Woo.
That plays a big part
Now
too.
you flexing a different type of muscle.
Hell
Like
yeah.
me, I have zero patience, but he has all the patience.
That's why we call him Iron Man Shaq. Knock him down.
Yeah, man, but that's what I'm saying. But you know, but you know what? Here goes the thing,
How do you see,
and you balance yourself too. You
person-
have balance between your relationship. What's your strengths might be her weaknesses, and what your weakness is, it might be her strength. So that go hand in hand too. So that means that keeps you balanced. I'm talkative, I'm outgoing, whatever. Erica is a more laid back, chill, and sit back and observe. So that means we balance each other out. Now I can make her talk to a certain extent. Sometimes she don't want to talk. If we out and about, I do the talking. You know what I mean? But that's how we balance each other off, man.
They
But
probably think I'm mute.
she said they think she mute. No, I'm sick off getting. But anyway, yeah, man. But you know, yeah, man. But like I said, them just a little something that we wanted to come on here and talk about, man. And I just think, hopefully, that someone heard something that might help them throughout their, you know, if they having troubles in their marriages or whatever. You know, it's another thing I wanted to add. You know, I think sometimes what can probably build a strong relationship and put value back in it if you do something together. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care if it's building a cabinet. I'm just throwing something out there now. I'm not saying that directly, okay? But build a cabinet or put together something. Because honestly, truly, and I'm gonna be honest with everybody on this page. When it comes to putting stuff together, my wife had the patience. I don't have the patience to put something together. Because if I gotta put it together, it'll be shaking in the summer gun. But I'm just saying, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, those are the things that you learn. Like I told you, that's a strength. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. I'm computer savvy, but she computer savvy. She's more computer savvy than I am. But then electronics, I'm better. So I'm saying, so that's what I say. We go back, we balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's where the strengths come in at. So, but you know, like I say, man, would anybody like something to add, man, when it comes to this, man, what we talked about tonight?
This is great.
Anybody?
Who's trying to park here, Chris?
I thought he was trying.
Oh, get him. Get him there. Get him.
I holla.
It's wiping. That
Get
man
him.
trying to wipe his windows off.
Yeah, but like I said, man, I just really think that I don't know that came across my mind, and I think that it should be something that we value. We need to build more stronger relationships, and maybe it won't be as bad in certain situations because a lot of people be angry because they're not with somebody, or they mad due to whatever. But some people don't know how to keep what they have. You know what I'm saying? They think there's always got to be their way. They don't. You have to ask, like Chris said, you said, D, you got to compromise. So compromise, respect, unconditional love. Those are the things that build and keeps value into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing things together.
Hey, brothers.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said these are the things that we can do to help build and continue building our relationships and making them stronger. So, I just say when we get together once again and we talk about this, if anybody might have any questions or anything that we talked about, by next week, we will have an email that you can have questions and we can do a Q&A so that we can answer questions that you might have, or maybe even you might even have a comment that maybe if you wasn't here or you heard the replay. So if you will, you can leave it on our community wall on Facebook. I think we put a text, we put something up there, and if you want to, you can comment on it and put your question that might be up there. We'll definitely address it on our next live. And we definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Sexy May, Frankie, and Johnny, Casey, appreciate you coming in.
Salute.
We appreciate you guys, and like I said, we're gonna do this again. And we, next time we're gonna have some more topics and everything that we can do. So if everybody, I'll tell everybody, God bless. Everybody have a great one. Thank you again for subscribing. Please subscribe, share, and what else?
Like.
Yeah, that's what it is. And like, you know what I mean? So we can keep more content coming to you guys. And maybe, like I said, I hope it helps someone, through something that we might have discussed. So we just want to tell everybody, thank you again. Have a great night. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you're in hot places at this moment, stay cool because it is hot everywhere now.
Right.
Man, it's hot. So, but stay hydrated. So we just want to thank y'all. Thank you, brother Chris. Thank you, brother Strick. Thank you, brother D.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all be easy.
Thank y'all, brother. Y'all be easy, man. I'm finna go tomorrow. I'll be at my family reunion.
Oh, man,
doing
it's a family reunion.
They're gonna do the dances.
Oh, shuck it, ducky, quack. Yeah, man.
All right, now.
All right, brother. Y'all have a great one, man. Thanks, everyone, again. All right.
Out.
All right, bro.